Welcome to the Guthrie America podcast. We sit down with amazing people who do life in our community and who are from here because we believe every story should be told. I'm your host, Heady Coleman, and today, ladies and gentlemen, today's a big day. We got a worldwide recording artist in the building.
That's not even true.
Songwriter. Let me go husband first, okay? Husband, worldwide recording artist, songwriter, all around hip and cool individual. Goes by the name of Byers. Bailey, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. That's a kind intro. I don't think it's true though. Most of it, I don't think it's true.
Before we jump into this conversation with Bailey, would you please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast, leave a review. Shout out to North Church Guthrie for allowing us to record in their building. Also, our sponsor today is 5+2 After School Leadership and Entrepreneurship Program, where we invest in young men in the 8th grade, we actually take them through the Go Win workbook to help them define their wins and discover their goal around leadership and entrepreneurship. Then we match them up with a mentor through high school. Go ahead and support them if you would like. mojesus.org/donate. Bailey, it's a good day. Weather's nice.
Yeah.
We got this coffee.
You like it?
I do.
Good.
How long have you been making coffee?
I started making coffee in college, so I was probably like 21 when I started. Like I worked in coffee for a little bit.
Okay.
So in college, I started working at a coffee shop. I was probably 21. Did that. Worked at a coffee shop after college for a while, but I haven't done that in like probably 6 years now.
Do you miss it? Like, was it something that you enjoyed doing?
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a fun job. It was cool. Like learning to make coffee was a really fun experience. You know, it's like all this science and like measurements and doing all that stuff. And so coming out with something that like you're proud of how it tastes, you know, like a product that you are proud of was really fun. Like seeing regulars at the coffee shop, getting to know people, was a really fun experience. I met my wife at the coffee shop I worked at.
Oh.
You know, I made like some of my current day best friends met at the coffee shop I worked at. So like, I think I had a really unique, a really special coffee experience in that like it definitely impacted my life today.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So
how long did you work there?
So I worked at Cafe of Oak in Edmond after college. I worked there for about like 15 months. So
Okay.
like not super long, you know, when you think about like people working places. But yeah, I worked there for about 15 months. My roommate and I were like the managers for the last probably 5 or 6 months that I was there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was back like fall 2018 into winter of 2019.
That's cool.
So a long time ago.
When did you start like vibing at coffee shops? Like when did it become a thing? Like you kind of like, oh, I like coffee shops.
Dude, not until college, which is maybe a lot of people's experience. I don't know. I didn't drink coffee in high school or anything like that. In fact, I remember going to Evoke in high school and applying for a job, and I knew nothing about coffee. I was 16. I was looking for a job, and I like had no idea what I was doing. Obviously, I didn't get the job, which is fair. I had no idea what was going on. But like, yeah, in college, you know, I think it's a natural time people start drinking coffee because it's like staying up super late,
Yeah.
writing a paper, whatever. they're fun places to hang out at. So there wasn't like really a shop in Shawnee for a long time where I went to college. But my last couple of years, one opened up, and like that's where my friends and I would go to, do homework or whatever.
Yeah,
or we'd go to Oklahoma City and have coffee there. Yeah.
There's nothing else like a coffee shop though that you can, like, I guess a bookstore, like Commonplace Bookstore, Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I guess those are places that I meet people, maybe hang, but you don't hang the same. Like those have to have coffee shops actually in them though too. Like Starbucks is where we would go hang in Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
There's not another vibey place that you can just go, I'm gonna just go hang out.
Yeah. They're just like
shop.
They're a great little like just like hub for community.
Yeah.
Like people hang out there. Lots of times it's like the same people every day or every week. And it's just like they're just a real natural kind of like place for people to meet one another and form relationships and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite coffee? Like, do you have a particular kind of coffee?
Not really. Not anymore. I'm like, it's been so long since I worked in coffee that I don't like follow any of it or really have any preferences. And like my taste for good coffee has probably gone down a lot because I don't like do that anymore. I mean, I'll drink anything, honestly, from like Folgers to like office coffee to to good coffee at like a shop. I'm not very picky. But I like this coffee that we're drinking.
Do you find yourself, so I hear people like, I drink coffee to stay awake. That's what people like. I need some coffee in the morning to get going.
Yeah.
I think now I just drink it out of habit. Like, it's not even.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I like it.
I mean, I don't think it like. Yeah, I don't think it actually has an impact on me anymore. I think I just like it. I just like to drink it. Maybe it's a placebo effect that I tell myself it's going to make. That's going to make me. It's going to wake me up.
Yes.
But I just like it. I just like drinking it.
It's almost replaced. Like, I used to drink beer when I was younger. I haven't drank beer. Listen, I haven't drank since I was 20, so don't think anything in this conversation right now. But and I'm not downplaying people. I'm just saying I have not personally. But no, wait, I did drink here recently. So now these sparkling water cans, look similar to what they call hard water or hard something.
What do they call it? Yeah,
they call it hard something. So I'm at this event. I go to the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And I grab what looks like sparkling water, like hard Celsius or something like that.
Yeah.
I grab it, and I'm drinking it. I'm like, man, okay, like,
that's
and my friend is looking at me, and I'm like, what's up? And she's like, do you drink? I was like, no, I don't drink. Why you ask me if I drink? She's like, that's a beer in your hand. I'm like, this looks like sparkling water. Said she was like explaining to me like the hard whatever.
Yeah.
I had no clue. So
that's funny. Yeah.
I think I got a little buzz. Actually,
they do look very similar. Yeah. I mean, that's not on you. That's pretty funny.
But anyway, but I think for me, coffee's become that, like, I didn't like beer. It was nasty to me. Like, it was never, but I just drank it because it just kind of was like the casual thing to do at some point in my life. And, but it's definitely not. I think coffee's like that for me. It's like, it's the thing. Just grab me a coffee.
Comfort drink.
Yeah. Comfort drink. Yeah. I don't want to grab a Coke every time I go grab a
Right. Sometimes you get tired of drinking water.
Oh, easily. Yes. Very easy. Yeah. So, all right. So let me ask you this. How would your friends and family, if they were sitting in your chair right now, it's like, man, describe Bailey for me, please. How do you think they would describe you?
That's a funny question. I was thinking about that question this morning. Like, I think my friends and family, I think that they would describe me as like, warm, comforting, hopefully, like peaceful, might be something that comes up. Like, I think I'm funny, so hopefully they'd be like, he's funny, fun to be around. You know, I think I'd be described as someone that like people enjoy to be around. I think my family, in addition to those things, would probably describe me as like sassy, which is new, I think, for me. But I think I've come into it as I've gotten older. Like when I was a kid, my sister was the sassy one, my younger sister. But now it's like I'm pretty sassy as well, I guess. So I think my family would also describe me as that.
Okay, so if both of you and your sister once was sassy, where do you think y'all both get it from?
Where do you think I get it? I mean, you know my mom, so I think it would probably be from our mom. My mom sat in this chair.
That's fun.
So yeah, probably from her.
Do you think your friends and family you're the same person around both? Do you think they would both probably? Yeah,
I think so.
Now, funny, like when you say you hope they think you're funny, like is this jokes you're doing?
Yeah,
sarcasm, like
a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I definitely try too hard to be funny. But
see, I've never been around you in these settings of like I need to just come to a Monday night dinner.
Yeah, you should. You should. They are fun. No, I think like I don't know. I like making people laugh. You know, I think it's part of like the other ways I would describe myself as like, or the other ways that I think my friends and family would describe me as like warm, comforting, you know, enjoyable to be around. It's like I like, you know, I like making people laugh. I like making people feel like comfortable. If there's like tension in a room, you know, not that I'm like tension avoidant, but I think I can bring like levity and like relief maybe to like, you know, tense situations. And at the same, but I'm not like a class clown type either. Like growing up in school, I was very quiet, like very shy. So like, anyway, so I don't know. I'm around people that I'm comfortable with and like know me well and I know them well. I'm pretty frequently like, you know, making a comment or like cracking a joke. My humor is like really dry, so it's a lot of like, am I being serious? Am I joking? You don't know. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to like say something. I don't know. I think I just like to see how people react to stuff sometimes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this moment in the coffee shop when she walked in the door.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time your wife walked in the door? You said that's where y'all met, right?
Yeah. That's where we met.
Or did she have to walk through the door a few times before y'all connected? And tell me about the story.
So the very first time I remember speaking to her, you know, because like at the coffee shop, you know, she probably would like come and order. I'd probably made her coffee a couple times or something. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure now. I feel like I'm like afraid to say it in case I'm wrong. Maybe she'll correct me.
Do you think she'll listen to this?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first time I remember like talking to her was she had come through the line. I taken her order, and like I liked the glasses that she was wearing. I like complimented on the glasses that she was wearing, and then life kind of went on, whatever. And then so I think that was the first time I talked to her. And yeah, it was just like we were both there all the time. There's this one day in particular that I wasn't working this day, but I had like just shown up to like hang out, read, whatever. And as I walked in, I ran into my friend Kyle, who used to work there and was now just also like a regular, came around all the time. Ran into him. We were chatting it up while we were there, just kind of chatting before I even like ordered anything, because I think the shop was closing early that day. JC walked in, and she also knew Kyle, was friends with him. And so then the three of us are just kind of there, like chatting, hanging out. And then Kyle was like, hey, do you guys want to like come over to my apartment and like hang out and make dinner and all that? And we were like, yeah, sounds great. So the first time we like hung out actually was because Kyle invited us over to hang out at his apartment and like make dinner. And we were there for hours, just like the three of us hanging out. And yeah, it was pretty much after that. I was like, I think I like her. And anyway, that was probably like really early 2019, I think. And then we were dating like a few months later, like March 2019. So
Nice.
yeah.
When did you ask her to marry you?
We got engaged in March of 2021. So one of our like first dates before we were like officially dating, you know, we went to Tulsa. So JC also worked at a coffee shop. She worked at Class and Coffee in Oklahoma City. So she'd come to the coffee shop I worked at, you know, we'd hang out. I'd go to the coffee shop she worked at when she was working, you know, hang out at the counter and just like chat up and stuff. And so she had made a mention of wanting to go to the Guthrie Museum in Tulsa again. She's like, I want to go back and check it out. And I was like, let's go. Like, we should go. And so a couple days later, we like drove to Tulsa and like walked around this museum and like hung out and stuff. And so anyway, fast forward like a couple years, right? And so I was living in Arkansas in 2021. I was in town. You know, I'd obviously had this planned and like talked to parents and all that sort of stuff. And so we went back to the Gilcrease to just like see it again and like hang out. And the whole time we were there, I had the ring in my pocket and was like, okay, is this the place to do it in? Is this the right room to do it in? Almost did it in one area, but like didn't do it because it didn't feel right. Come to find out, JC knew I was going to ask her to marry me while we were there. She's very like perceptive, very intuitive. So she picked up on it. Anyway, I ended up doing it outside on our way out of the museum. There was like this little kind of like garden you could walk through. It was super cold outside, but I did it out there. And so yeah, it was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was March 6th, which is also my sister's birthday, which is fun.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we got engaged in March of 2021. We got married in June of 2021.
Oh, so you asked in 2021, got married in 2021.
Yeah, we had already been dating for 2 years.
Yeah.
We knew that we didn't want to do like a huge wedding. We already like had some ideas and stuff. And so plus like I lived in Arkansas. And so we're like, let's just like, there's no reason to draw it out, you know?
Right.
Like we don't need a long engagement. So we just did it in 3 months and then got married.
Yeah. I asked my wife in July and we got married in November.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Like pretty quick.
I think that's the way to do it. Yeah. Why do a long engagement? You know, you just have to wait longer.
Or people who, again, this is not a knock on people. Maybe it's a knock. I don't know. People who like ask and then they don't even have a date. Like, oh, we'll get married at some point. I'm like,
just engaged indefinitely.
Just engaged for a very long time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Jace?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I love about JC. I think one of my favorite things is probably just like, she really is my best friend, you know. So like, just super easy to be with her, be around her. Like I spend like the most time I could with her, you know. And so I think just how easy it is to be together and hang out still, just as like best friends. If that's just, you know, like later today, like just going and hanging out at a coffee shop, doing our own things or hanging out at the house or whatever. I think just like how easy and how fun it is just to hang out.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. Just feels like, you know, best friends hanging out.
Right.
JC is like super smart and like driven and just like works really hard and like loves people really hard and is just like she's just like an achiever. Like whatever she does, she's gonna do it really well. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So JC does copywriting.
Yeah.
You do songwriting.
Yeah. Not as my full-time job.
Not as your full-time job, but but you write.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever have y'all ever collabed on any type of writing or poem or anything together?
No.
Have y'all ever talked about is there any similarities in that or?
I don't think so, actually. I think that they're two different. Like the types of writing that we each do are just different. Yeah. Like her type of writing is like there's creativity to what like she does, and she's really good at it. But it's just different from like writing a song or something like that. So we've never talked about collaborating. I don't think we probably would. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, they're two different, copywriter and a songwriter, definitely.
Yeah.
But they're still writing. It's still words.
Sure.
And trying to put together words in a way that say something.
Yeah.
Speak to something.
Yeah. I mean, JC is a great writer. I mean, like birthday cards, stuff like that. Like, she just is really thoughtful, and yeah. So maybe she'd be good at it. Maybe I should ask her.
I would say that if you were a copywriter, you probably can move into songwriting. I'm not going to say a songwriter can move into copy, because there's some technical, I would imagine, in copywriting that may not be there for.
I think so. Yeah, there's more of a technical side to it, more of like a grammar side to it.
Yeah, right.
Like a songwriter probably is concerned with. I do like to joke around though about copywriting and be like, JC's like, oh, I'm working on a thing for this place. I'm like, oh, try this, and I just make up like a stupid, just like a stupid slogan on the spot. I'm like, you could use that. You don't have to charge me for
it. Has she ever used one?
I don't think so. They're always dumb. I'm just goofing around.
But you never know.
You never know.
You never know like what can work these days.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm sure you've seen something like that just feels dumb or what, you know what I'm saying? But it's working.
I don't know. I'll keep trying. Maybe something
keep trying.
Something will stick.
You might help her out.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like growing up in Edmond? Me being, we both live in Guthrie right now. I'm from Guthrie. I'm familiar with Edmond from growing up. It's much bigger now. All the things.
Yeah.
What was it like for you growing up in Guthrie? I mean, Edmond.
In Edmond, yeah. So what I love to say about growing up in Edmond is that it's a great place to grow. And it's fun because I think it's true, but it's also like, that's like their slogan. You drive into Edmond, it says Edmond, a great place to grow. I think it was a great place to grow up. I enjoyed it. I mean, like the schools I went to were great, and I enjoyed them, and like the friends I made were good, and yeah, I think it was accessible to everything, and I mean, I don't have any complaints about growing up in Edmond. Going back now, it is crazy because it is so much bigger, and like traffic's pretty crazy, and just like a lot of people, so I can get kind of backed up, but no, I don't have any regrets, any qualms or anything like that with growing up in Edmond. I think it was great.
Now, growing up in Guthrie, we used to do what we call cruising the strip.
Okay.
In Edmond, it was once a thing as well, because we would go cruise the strip in Edmond. Like, it was like, that was like big time. We're going to Edmond and cruise the strip, whatever.
Yeah.
Normally getting ourselves in trouble or whatever. But did you cruise the strip in Edmond? Was that not a thing when you were in high school?
I don't even know what that means. So I don't know. I could maybe guess at what it means. I have no idea. Different generations, I guess.
That is hilarious. Yeah, that's why. So yesterday, what is today? Friday, Wednesday. I was doing an episode with a young lady, and I was talking to her about cruising the strip together. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe that was just you guys, you and your friends cruise the.
No, it was hundreds and hundreds.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it used to be. So it essentially was like, I can't remember from where to where in Edmond, but it was on Broadway.
Okay.
And I mean, traffic would be like jam packed because kids are just going up and coming back around. And then you would stop in the parking lot, and it'd be hundreds of students in parking lots hanging out. Okay. But on the weekends, that's what everywhere. That's where people were doing.
Wow.
You go to 20th on the east side. You go to come to Guthrie. Go to Bethany. Had a big strip that the students would just cruise and
crazy.
So I remember when I first moved back to Guthrie, coming through town like late or something like that, and there was nobody in town. I was like, where are the kids at now? Like, where do they hang out at?
They're not cruising the strip anymore.
They're not cruising the strip anymore. You're in the house playing video games, or I don't know where they were at, actually. I was like, where do you go hang out at as a big group?
Yeah.
Like, you had to be in town and doing that, but I just don't think group hangout was a thing anymore.
So when I was in middle school, the things my friends and I would do in Edmond, we would, there used to be a Buffalo Wild Wings, shout out Buffalo Wild Wings, on Danforth and Santa Fe. And we'd go to Buffalo Wild Wings, we'd hang out, and then we'd walk from Buffalo Wild Wings across the intersection to the Walmart that's over there. And just walk around, do dumb kid stuff. We got asked to leave once, playing with the toys. So we'd do that. We'd go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We might walk down to the neighborhood next door and play at the park or whatever. Or walk over to Walmart. That was one thing we'd do. Or on Friday nights, we'd go to the football game, the North, football games. We go to at UCO and hang out and see friends and stuff like that. But I wasn't a big friend group person. I had, through middle school, high school, handful of friends that I felt that I was close with. So I wasn't doing a lot of big group stuff. And then in high school, early high school, I was my friends and I played Call of Duty online.
Okay. So you're at home.
I was at home. High school is when I late middle school, early high school is when I started getting really involved at church. And so that became more of my stuff I was doing. It was hanging out there, doing stuff there. So
they could have been cruising strip. You just didn't know about it.
They just didn't invite me. I think.
No, you would have known.
They were cruising the strip, but I didn't get invited. So I don't
you
know.
didn't get an invite to the strip.
I've never heard of that until today.
Oh,
I got no idea.
Where'd your mom grow up?
My mom grew up in Purcell.
Oh, I'm sure they were cruising the strip Purcell.
I'll ask her.
Ask her about it.
Maybe she knows.
Yeah. No, she's going to be all over it. Because I think we're around the same age. Okay, that's funny, though. No, the young lady Wednesday was like, cruising, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it was definitely
generational.
It gradually faded out. But I really think it's because video games, I think, too, the police became a little bit more, because it was wild. Stuff would happen, fights and all that stuff. But it was just great hangout time. If it was not knuckleheads getting involved, it was just great hangout time.
Yeah.
So, all right. This next one is called Top 5. Okay. This is the first segment called Top 5.
Okay.
I'm giving you 5 artists. These are random artists.
Okay.
Okay. And you got to place them 1 to 5.
Okay.
1 being the best. You think this is the artist that's the number 1 artist.
Okay. Cool.
Top 5.
Okay.
Elton John.
Am I rating them as you give them to me?
Yeah.
Or am I
Yeah, you can put them.
Oh, dang.
You can put them 1 to 5. Now 5
is worst. Yeah.
5 is the worst.
This is even harder because I don't know what the other options are going to be.
I know.
Okay.
Elton John.
You said Elton John. I'm going to put Elton John at 3, right in the middle. Because while I don't listen to a lot of Elton John, he's pretty legendary.
Yeah.
So has contributed a lot.
Yeah.
It's probably influenced a lot of modern day.
Yeah.
Pop music. So I put him at 3.
Put him at 3. Okay.
Yeah. Feels safe.
Taylor Swift.
Okay. I'm gonna put Taylor Swift at. That's really tough. I'll put Taylor Swift at a 2. Yeah. I like some Taylor Swift. I don't listen to her a lot. She's obviously a big deal. So
yeah, I'm thinking of just artists. These are artists. And I love the way that you approach Elton John. You understand who he is. I wouldn't know Elton John. I mean, I would know some music. I'd be like, oh, I think that's Elton John. Right. But legendary, 3. Put him at 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. That's
I'll put her at 2. I'll put her at 2. Yeah. I mean, really influential. I mean, a lot of obviously she is current and like and modern, but like there are other like younger like female pop artists that I think are you could say like, you know, Taylor Swift walked so they could run kind of a thing. Like Taylor Swift's really successful. And I think she's like helped other like younger female pop artists
because of her
be successful.
Yes.
Yeah. Like bringing them on tour with her, stuff like that. And so super influential for sure.
Yeah.
Whether you like her music or not, she's influential. And there is some of her music I do really like.
And if you played a Taylor Swift or a Elton John, again, like I don't even know if I would be able to tell you if it was Taylor Swift. I just know she's big.
I bet you could.
I was like, I don't know who that is.
What if I played? What if I told you? Tell me if this is Elton John or Taylor Swift. Could you do that if I played a song?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that counts.
Yeah, because I think their sounds are different.
Uh-huh.
You know, I think I would know their sound. Like, even though Taylor went from more like country to pop, but I think they both felt the same. Her country and pop stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Eminem.
Okay, I want to put him. It doesn't feel fair to put him at a 4, but I want to hold on to my 1 spot for who else is coming. So I'm gonna put Eminem at a 4.
Okay.
I
mean, you were willing to put him at 1.
Potentially, it depends on who else is there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like listen to a lot of rap now. I've gone through different phases of like listening to rap music. My mom used to sing me an Eminem song when I was a baby. Which one was
I love your mom.
I think it had to do with Dr. Dre. It was probably Dr. Dre and Eminem. Yeah, my mom's awesome. So I'll put him at a 4. Again, he's like, I don't know. I think that anyone who likes rap music would probably have respect for Eminem as an artist.
Right.
I don't know that definitively. That's like maybe a big assumption. But
I think if you say that you are a fan of hip hop and you understand it, yeah, you would have to say Eminem's definitely.
Yeah, I don't think you could talk about
top 5 for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you could talk about like rap, hip hop history without talking about Eminem.
Yeah.
Like he's so prolific.
Yeah. Like
a really talented lyricist.
Yeah.
Like
freestyle.
So, all that stuff.
All that. Yeah, he brings it all.
Yeah.
All right. Prince.
Okay. I mean, I've backed myself into a corner, but I think Prince has to go at number 1. But I don't know who's gonna go at number 5. So
like why would Prince have to be number 1?
I mean,
out of the, would you? Okay, we'll finish. We'll finish before I ask you this next question. But okay, but why would you right now put him number 1?
Because I can't put him at 5.
Yeah.
What's funny is all these artists that you've asked me about, I don't actually like listen to them. They're not like a part of my regular like, you know, listening repertoire. Taylor Swift is probably the closest because she has an album I really like. She released an album this year, so I listened to it. Prince, like, never really listened to Prince. I know he's got Red Corvette and he's got Purple Rain. Those, like, you know, the 2 songs I know by Prince, probably.
You don't know Adore?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Will you sing it? Maybe I'll recognize it if you sing it.
If I sing it, you'd be like, I definitely don't know it.
Fair.
But it's not one of his, like, it's not Purple Rain.
Okay. It's like a deep cut, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just go listen to Adore.
I'll listen to it. The thing about Prince is, like, he's incredibly talented. He was incredibly talented.
That's it. Yeah.
He played everything.
Yes.
Drums, guitar, piano, like sang, like he did all of it.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know. He's just like, he's legendary. Yeah. Absolutely. You know? And so I think he has to go at number 1. Even if I don't know his music very well, it's like I know who he is and like have a massive respect for like who he was as an artist, as a musician.
Yeah.
And I think any artist who like plays you know, multiple instruments. Obviously, he would have had such a huge like voice in his own producing and like recording of all this stuff. It's like there's a difference between an artist like that and an artist who maybe just performs songs and like doesn't really write their own songs or something, or you know, whatever. But he probably would be like an artist at every, you know, every sense of the word, every stage of the process.
Right. Yeah. So this last one, then you're probably gonna be like, man, I didn't do you right.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think that he deserves to go at number 5. That's all that's left. That's all that's left.
Yeah. So knowing the 5 now, and I think it's fair to say like you're saying like these are not people in your rotation.
Yeah.
But when I think about artists, like if I was just like an artist, I'm thinking Prince.
Yeah.
Because none of these other people. Well, I don't know about Taylor Swift. I think I know she plays a guitar.
Yeah. I think she plays a few things.
Like Eminem's not. I think Elton John maybe play.
Yeah.
But like Prince, songwriter,
everything,
drum, you know, like everything. Like to me, that's if you were to say an artist, like he would have to be. And then also, I don't even know Michael Jackson plays anything.
I bet he did. I don't know. I bet he did.
Yeah.
Okay, can I redo the 5 now that I know everybody?
Yeah.
The whole
Okay, you're gonna redo the 5, and then you're gonna tell me who. Give me your 5.
My personal 5?
Yeah.
That will be a lot harder. But I'll try to.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna redo this list of 5, I think Prince is still 1.
Yeah.
But then I think Elton John would be 2. Michael Jackson 3. Taylor Swift 4 and Eminem 5.
Okay.
Is how I would redo that list. Based off of like influence, just like artistry.
Yeah.
But mostly based off of like influence. You know, I think like Prince, Michael Jackson, and Elton John, I think like their influence in music was like a lot wider.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is too modern right now to like have the same kind of influence that like those 3 had. Obviously Elton John is still alive, but like, you know, just in terms of like kind of more like modern music era.
Yeah.
And then Eminem was obviously super influential in hip hop music, but probably only in hip hop music.
Right.
Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Because he's not really involved in other like musical genres. Like the other guys could kind of like, you know, make influences on a lot of different things.
Yeah.
That's probably how I would redo it.
Who would be 5 artists that you would say you would put in your top 5? This is your personal, like, who was your?
Yeah. That is really difficult.
Who are some people that come to mind first for you?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, like Mumford & Sons was a group I really, really liked.
Yeah. Did you go to the what's the name?
No, I didn't.
Here in Guthrie?
I did not. I almost did. I did not go. JC went to that tour in like Iowa or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe I think I'd put them on the list just because they've been like a group that I've liked for a long time and like have come back around to over time. And then there's a group I really like called Joan, Joan. They're like Joan. They're a pop, like an indie pop duo. They're in Little Rock, but they're like, I mean, they are actually world known artists and songwriters and stuff.
Unlike you,
and I like them a lot. They're awesome. I mean, I'm just like I'm a pop guy. I'm a pop boy.
Yeah.
I'm a pop girl. You know, I just like pop music. It's my favorite genre of music. I think it's really fun to listen to.
Yeah.
So like Joan would be in there for sure. And they're like really good at that. And I like their music a lot. So I'm trying to think of, I guess right now I'm just thinking of like 5 different artists that I feel like have influenced me over time.
Yeah.
And like represent different sides of me. So like Mumford and Sons, like young, when I was younger, like really getting into playing guitar and all that sort of stuff. Joan is like my like present day love when it comes to music and stuff. If you guys watch this, shout out to you guys.
Send it to him.
And then yeah, you can send it to them. That'd be cool. Yeah, and then other artists that I really like. Man, I think I would have to put, in terms of this conversation, I think I'd have to put like Bethel in that list.
Okay.
Like, from California. Like I'm a worship leader. The songs I write are mostly like songs for church.
Yeah.
Or songs about faith, things like that. And so I think they've had a big influence on me as a worship leader, as like a songwriter in that sense, like songs for church. The way that they write songs, I think, is really good. I just enjoy it. So I think I'd include them in that list. So that's 3. Man, what else would I include? I listen to a lot of different stuff over like a long period of time. And I like listening to new music, and so I listen to like new albums, things like that. So those are 3 for sure that I think have been influential to me. Let's see, other groups I think I might include. I haven't listened to them in a long time and don't listen to them very often, but maybe I would put in there like Weezer, because they're one of like the earliest bands I can remember listening to, because my dad is a big Weezer fan, and so I remember listening to that like in the car with him. And so let's include them on this list for the purpose of that, just like kind of a life of listening to music. And then 5. Okay, this one's kind of silly, but I'm gonna put it on because it pertains to a different question related to music. But I'm gonna put Maroon 5 on this list, okay. Which I'm embarrassed about.
You said Maroon 5?
Maroon 5, yeah.
Okay.
Because they are like, when someone's like desert albums, like what are your 3 albums you take on a desert?
Oh, okay.
One of their albums is one of the ones on that list, and so I'm gonna include them on this list. But if you ask me this question again next week, I probably would say something different. I don't know. Maybe it's the pressure,
Yeah,
it's the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the pressure. It's the pressure.
So let's go with those 5, and I think I have good reasons for each of them.
That's good. That's good. What is it like when you're drawn to new music, right? Where most people's like, I just want to listen to something that I'm familiar with, maybe. What are you listening for when you go to a new album? Like, what draws you to a new album normally?
Okay, so what draws me to like a new album is either it's an artist I know, they release something new and I want to check it out. Or it's an artist that someone I know likes, and they introduce me to this person, or maybe that person just released a new album, or maybe they have a favorite album from that person, and so I go listen to that. And so it's new to me, but it's not new maybe. And so that's probably how I come across it. I surely go into ruts where I'm listening to like the same thing for a week at a time. Because I mean, I think like with my job, so much of my job is listening to music or arranging music or writing music or playing music, that sometimes I just get sort of like fatigued on music. And so I won't listen to any music, or I'll just listen to podcasts or something like that, because I need like a break from music. I'll get kind of tired of it. But in terms of how I come across something new, that's like generally it. A new album from an artist I already enjoy, or an album recommended to me by a friend of someone they really enjoy. What I really like about listening through an album is like kind of the full experience of it. I think there's something really intentional about an artist putting together an album that they intend for you to listen to from like song 1 to song 15, like all the way through, like I don't think I've ever, had an opportunity to ask anybody about it or hear anyone talk about it, but like I have to assume that like they put these 15 songs in this order on purpose. It's not random. And so I think to listen through an album the way that they intended it is a really special experience. I think it was a friend a long time ago who told me that they were like, you should just listen to the album from top to bottom. Like they put it in this order on purpose. So just listen to it that way. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And so anytime I'm listening to something new, I listen to it that way, just from kind of start to finish. Because yeah, they did it on purpose, one of my favorite albums, which I would already go back and change that list because I can think of this group, but it's an album called, Black Mile to the Surface by a band called Manchester Orchestra. The entire album, you listen to it from start to finish, and it sounds like one singular piece, because as song 1 ends, song 2 is already like kind of fading in. So like everything is stitched together in a way that they intended for you to sit down, start song 1, listen to it all the way through, and it just is like it's one continual experience. And so you're not going to catch that unless you listen to an album from start to finish. Another album that I really liked more recently is called It Needs to Be Said by an artist named Mitch Wong, who is like he's like a worship artist. He's writing songs for church and stuff. And I had heard 1 or 2 of his songs and I really liked them. But then when I listened to the album from top to bottom, I was like, oh, he's actually doing something really intentional and specific in the way that this song finishes, goes into this next song, and the themes that are similar between them. And like they're kind of one song, but they're divided up into 2 for maybe the sake of this record or whatever, So like you're not going to hear that if you just go and like shuffle an album. But if you listen to it from beginning to the end, the way that they arranged it, it's like you're going to hear that. And so I just think that hearing the level of intentionality in that is really cool. Another album that I really liked more recently is a Billie Eilish record. And the album is called Hit Me Hard and Soft. And it's similar. Like a lot of the songs kind of go like run into the next, which is really cool. There are a lot of songs that have like that share themes, like musical themes. So like melodies or instrumentation or chords or things like that. And so it's like it's like it's one big thing, And so I think listening to something that someone put together, like they did all that on purpose, And they did it because they want people to hear it and notice it and enjoy it and appreciate it. And so I just really enjoy that about like I really enjoy discovering that about a new album.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, I'm realizing, oh, I didn't even realize we're in a new song now, or oh, I heard this thing in an earlier song. It's like that's all stuff that they did on purpose. And I think that level of intentionality is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's almost like watching a movie. Like if you were to jump in different places of a movie, like you wouldn't get the same experience.
Yeah.
If you starting from the top to the,
yeah,
which people don't do it that way, but yeah. Or now, like when you watch a YouTube, like they have different segments. And so when I jump to one segment, if I didn't start at the beginning, I'm like, oh, I mean, I can have a clue of what's going on, but I don't get the whole picture if I, or like a new show, right? Yeah. Like maybe like a mini series. It's got 10 episodes. Yeah. If you start at episode 5, and then watch episode 1, like you're gonna be like, I don't. Yeah. Eventually you'll watch all of it and be like, oh, I can piece it together. Yeah. That's much better.
But if you watch it in the order it's made to be watched in, you're like, oh, now I see
the big picture.
They dropped this hint and now I realize over there, or I see this now. Oh, it's dropped. It's like, I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Okay, this next segment is called Either Or. Okay, books or movies?
Books.
Do you have a book that you most gift or enjoy, or one that you most suggest or pull from?
Yeah. So the book that I'm most likely to recommend to someone, if they're looking for something new to read, is it's a book called Red Rising. It's a like fantasy sci-fi series. That I'm gonna recommend that probably first if someone's interested in reading that kind of book. Not everybody likes fantasy, not everybody likes, fiction or whatever.
Right.
That's my favorite like genre of
That's your jam.
a book, yeah. And so and I just really enjoyed that series. So that's probably the thing I'll be like, have you read this? They're like, no. Like, you should read it. It's it's pretty cool.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
I ask that question all the time. I don't know if I know the difference. DC Superman.
DC is Superman.
Marvel is
like the
Iron
Avengers. Iron Man, yeah.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
So DC's more the older.
Captain America.
I mean, I guess they all been around the same.
I think that they probably started around the same time.
Yeah.
But someone else who knows more would probably say differently.
Yeah.
I say Marvel because that's what I grew up with. Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like the Avengers movies, the Iron Man movies, all those like were coming out when I was like a teenager. And so and they always came out around like in the summer. So like around my birthday. And so I just like grew up loving those. When I was really, really little, I loved Superman.
Okay.
But like, I think more present day, I would say Marvel. Yeah.
Marvel. Yeah. Comedy or drama?
Oh, that one's tough. Maybe comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Live concert or music festival?
What's the difference?
A music festival is going to be outdoors.
Okay.
I've never heard of a festival being indoors.
Sure.
Concert's going to be like...
It's like indoor concert.
Yeah.
Okay. I would probably say a live concert then.
In music festivals, I think normally have more acts.
Yeah, that's probably... Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So...
Okay.
So you're going live. You're going inside.
Live.
You're going indoors. Okay.
Yeah. One artist, one show, maybe an opener or whatever. But
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Netflix binge or YouTube rabbit hole?
Netflix binge. I'm not a big YouTuber.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
So I normally, this question normally is like, which one do you want to be or which one are you?
Yeah. Honestly, I might be neither, but if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to go with night owl. I'm like a midday person.
I'm a midday person.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I would love to be a morning person. We've probably talked about that before.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to be someone who wakes up at 4:30 and like does all their stuff.
Yes.
Goes for a run, eats their breakfast, and then it's 7 o'clock and they got the whole day. But I just can't. I just can't do that.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
City life or countryside?
City life.
City life.
Yeah.
So in my head too, also like city life, and then there's city life, then there's Guthrie, then there's countryside. It's like small town vibe,
Yeah.
city life, countryside. Would you change it or you still be city life?
Probably city life. I think it like a like dream place to live, which I probably never will, which is fine, but like a dream place to live would be like a Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Like or like a Seattle, Washington, like Pacific Northwest, but like a pretty big city, kind of like, I think in my mind the idea of like living in an apartment above like a coffee shop, and you like walk down the street, and it's like all these people, you walk down the street to like kind of walking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm like romanticizing the idea, but like that's like a dream like life scenario.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I probably will never do. That's okay. But it's fun to think about.
Yeah, at your age, what you would never do it because why? Like
I mean, I just think that we're I think JC and I are like settled into where we are.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. Like, I mean, we lived in Arkansas for a few years. And like we're away from family and like, our like closest friends and stuff like that. And that was pretty hard. And so I think part of it is like we are, well, I think that I could probably move away again and like go on a new adventure, whatever, live somewhere else. I don't think that JC would want to do that, and that's okay.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think we're just like family, like family people. Want to be close to our people.
I like the idea of like a New York City. Never been to Portland, but that type of vibe, just because everything's still close.
You
can walk.
I think that's what's enticing
public
about
transportation.
it. Yeah, I love like JC and I went to Italy in May for like a vacation, or like and had a day in the UK before that, and like taking public transportation was so much fun. We took a bus, we took a taxi, we took the underground, we took the subway. It's like walking places and public transportation, not having to drive myself was like really awesome.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of fun. So I think doing that would be a pretty fun way to live,
Right.
So
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Let's put a subway, an underground system in Guthrie.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, that's just as good. It just kind of give me from place to place. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, like I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day. You don't have an electric bike, and I'm like, I can get most places on my electric bike in Guthrie. Like, there's nowhere like you go to Meridian Tech, Guthrie High School, the hospital. Like the furthest distance works. It's just not that many other things to do.
Yeah,
like it would be cool to have that same type of vibe, but have a lot more options of what could be done.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's not even about me wanting to do them. It's just knowing they're there.
Sure.
Like, and so, beach vacation or mountain retreat?
Mountain retreat. Yeah.
Cook at home or dining out?
I really like dining out, but I'm getting into cooking.
Okay.
But I'll say dining out.
Yeah. Like what kind of spots are you talking when you think about dining out? Are we going fancy? Or are we talking?
It doesn't have to be fancy, but we've got like some favorite spots that we'll go to. If it's like the Jones Assembly in Oklahoma City, or like Goro Ramen, or Madair, like Laotian food. So those are all like decently nice places, I guess. I like the experience of like going out somewhere, eating something that I can't make this myself. There's just something about the experience of going somewhere, sitting down, having a fun, like kind of like night out at this place. It's like an event that I really like.
Cool. Casual comfort or dress up?
Casual.
Text message or phone call?
Probably text message.
Why text over phone call?
If I am instigating the conversation, I feel really nervous about calling someone and being like a bother, or like catching them at a bad time or whatever. And so I like that if I send someone a text, they can just respond when they get to it, and I don't feel like I'm bothering them or imposing on them. And then I think I enjoy getting a text for the same reason. It's I can think about my answer. I can get to it whenever I get to it, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Not that I'm upset when people, call me or anything like that. But like the only people I talk to on the phone are my wife, my mom, and like my best friend. Yeah. And so everybody else tends to be like kind of texts. Yeah.
I like text because you can go back to it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what did I say to that person? Like, sometimes
sure.
I'll be like, I'll say, oh, let me look at the text, and I realize I called like just the other day, and I was like, why wasn't that a text?
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah, some logistics to it are nice. You can go back and recall it.
Yeah. Planning ahead or spontaneous adventure?
I'm a planning ahead person.
Yeah. Like how far out ahead are you? Like have you got 2026 already planned out, or?
No, I don't. Okay, maybe I should change my answer. I think. Well, I'm both.
That was pretty good.
I feel like it called me out. I'm both of those at different times.
Got you.
So I don't know. So for example, when we went on our trip, like my wife and I went to Europe in May, she did like most of the planning on like where we were going and where we were staying and things like that. But then like, if I'm remembering this right, then like when we were there, I was like, okay, so tomorrow we're gonna like do this and then do this and then do this. Like I was trying to like kind of plan out the day, have a plan for that. And so I don't know. That's just an example of, I think I am both of those things at different times.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
probably planning when I should be
Spontaneous.
and probably spontaneous when I should be planning. Like probably just like wrong place, wrong time.
I'm definitely, this is kind of like morning or night owl kind of person. Like
Mhm.
I would love to be a plan ahead kind of person, but I find myself more last minute, spontaneous kind of person. And more so for other people, not for me, because I just know like most time other people are involved now. I'm waiting till it feels like I wait till the last minute or whatever, where it doesn't bother me as long as we get it done.
Sure.
But planning ahead is probably best for, especially in leadership, communication, things like that. But small gathering or big party?
Small gathering.
Yeah. Save money or spend on experiences?
Spend on experiences. I love to spend money. So much fun.
Flying or invisibility?
Oh, like superpower?
Yeah.
Flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying invisibility when I do this. I'm like, really? Like, why do you want to be invisible? Like,
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, what are you trying to
Suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
flying.
think flying sounds fun.
Yeah, flying sounds fun.
Yeah.
Travel to the past or going to the future?
Travel to the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going back there?
I don't know. Don't have anything in mind in particular, but I think I can be a pretty anxious person, and so I think my gut reaction would be like, go to the future and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I think that probably ruined me.
Yeah.
Actually, like I don't think that probably would be very good. But I think the idea of being able to go back to the past and like just relive good experiences, or even now that like both my grandparents passed away this year, or like in the last couple of years, to be able to like kind of go back and just like relive experiences, I think would probably do better for me present day than knowing what the future is going to hold.
Right.
For like present day.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Good. Tacos or pizza?
Pizza.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Would you rather be famous or wealthy?
I think I would rather be wealthy.
Right.
Famous. Yeah.
Wealthy than famous. Somebody says famous the other day, and they was like, I think famous can make more of an impact than wealth. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I think I choose wealthy because I don't think I would want like all that comes from being famous.
Yeah.
Like people knowing you, like yeah, there's golden shadow to both of those things.
Yeah,
like that person's, I could have a big influence on people.
Yeah.
And like make a big difference. Like that's great. That's like the gold of it. The shadow of it being like, then you're like under scrutiny from everybody. Everybody knows what you got going on. Like I don't think I would enjoy that part.
Yeah.
And I think like with wealth, still a lot of opportunity to do
make
things.
Impact,
be generous and stuff like that. Have an impact on things, and then no one's like watching you.
Yeah.
Which sounds nice.
Speed round. We got to do this in 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. If I could teleport anywhere right now, I'd go to
Portland.
Portland. Have you been to Portland before?
Nope.
But it
sounds cool. I've heard about it. Sounds cool.
The one thing I never leave home without is
my phone.
Yeah. It's the one thing I never want to leave home without, and it's also the one thing I want to leave at home.
Sure.
It's like it's just both.
Yeah.
My dream dinner guest is.
Oh man, I know I'm supposed to answer this quickly, but no one's coming to my mind immediately. My dream dinner guest is. Okay, I mean we were talking about Portland, so I'm gonna say Tyler Staton, but I don't think that's a very good answer. But I'm just gonna say
Tyler Staton. I don't know.
He's a pastor in Portland.
Okay.
So Portland's just like on
Portland.
now it's just on my mind. And when you talked about have I ever been there, it's like no, but there's this church there that I like to listen to. And
what's his name?
Tyler Staton. He's the pastor.
Staton.
And so anyway, it's just on my
Portland.
mind, I guess.
I'm about to go check him out.
Yeah, he's great.
The best piece of advice you've ever received is
you're always auditioning.
Who told you that? Why? Like when? Do you remember, or is it something you heard, or what?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
This guy named John McCall.
Okay.
You might know. Maybe you've met him, or maybe not. I don't know. He's a local musician.
Oh, plays the bass.
Plays the bass. Yeah. Dude,
John.
John's awesome. He's an incredible
legit.
musician. So I met John whenever I was in early high school at a camp. He's older than me, but he was it was like a worship camp. I was there. He was there as like a coach for the week. And I got to meet him there and have lunch with him a few times. Anyway, it was his advice. It was that you're always auditioning. And the concept of it is like that, like someone is always, someone's always watching or someone's always listening. And, we were talking about, and, specifically in the context of like playing music, but I think it can apply to a lot of different things, is the example he gave was like, I think I might butcher this story. So if John watches this, I'm sorry, John.
I'm gonna send it to him.
something like, I think he said he was like in a room playing a piano. He's a great piano player as well. And someone happened to like walk by and hear it. And they're like, oh, and then they like asked him to play piano for something. Oh, I think.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that concept, like, hey, even if you're just like, playing by yourself, or I don't know, it's just like the idea that like you're always auditioning for something. Yeah. Like you never know who might hear you.
Right.
You never know who might encounter you or interact with you and then want to either like, hire you for a gig or invite you into a thing. And so I think just not to like breed anxiety or like paranoia, but just the idea of like, you always have an opportunity to present yourself. Yeah. Either in like a good way or like in a bad way, I guess. So I think that probably would be it.
I like that. I always tell people it's not about how many social media followers you have. It's about who follow. Like you can have one follower, but if one person, one right person sees you, you just never know how that can impact your life. And I think I learned that just from like how people invite me to come and speak about certain things. Yeah. It's like, how did you hear me? They say, I saw a post of yours, yeah. Or I saw, and then start following you, whatever. And so I think it's that thing of like, you're always auditioning kind of thing, even though I like that you say, don't let it breed anxiousness or anything like that. But just kind of how you live your life. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, kind of, maybe there's like a sense of integrity to that too. Yeah. Like just kind of be the same person all the time or whatever. Yeah. Another example of that I heard on a podcast was this guy who, he like showed up at an event, and he was there and he like saw some trash on the floor. He picked it up and threw it away, and then he didn't know it. That's just a habit he's gotten into. Like he goes into a place that he's there to do a thing, and he like sees trash on the floor in the auditorium and he like picks it up. Well, someone else saw him do that, who later contacted him to do something else because they were like, hey, I just saw how you took ownership of that space. And like, that really struck me and it told me something about your character. Yeah. And so I want you to come and do something for me over here too. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I think that embodies the same concept. Right. It does. Yeah, for sure. That's really good. Your favorite way to relax after a long day is? Either reading, or playing video games. So I don't play a lot of video games, but I go through probably like spells of playing it like quite a bit for like maybe a month or two. Yeah. So right now I'm pretty into playing Zelda. Okay. So it's like either I'm reading
at the end of the day, or I'm playing Zelda.
The newest one?
No, not the newest one. I still haven't beat the one before that, so I'm working on that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, I used to love Zelda when I was younger.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Casey got me into it. She loves it.
Oh, really?
She's playing the new one, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm playing Breath of the Wild still.
Okay. Yeah. I was like two things I tried to get my kids to play: Zelda and sports games. Neither one of them play sports games or Zelda. My son Zell tried to play Zelda, but he never did get into it. I was like, man, these are the ones. Because they would always ask me to play with them. I'm like, if you play a sports game, I don't do, what is the one? The shooting game that you mentioned earlier.
Like a
Call of Duty. Like I just didn't do those when I was growing up. So okay, tell me, when did you fall in love with music, or when did you start gravitating to wanting to be a musician? So we're gonna come to a close on that.
I've always loved music. Like, it's just kind of always been a part of my life. Talk about from earliest ages, like my mom singing a Eminem and Dr. Dre song to me whenever I was a baby, to like listening to Weezer in the car, like with my dad. And so I just like always loved music and really enjoyed it. Both of my grandparents were very musical. They sang in like the choir at church when I was growing up. My grandpa played guitar, my grandma played piano. And so like it was just around music a lot when I was little. My grandpa started teaching me guitar whenever I was 8. And so just like kind of loved music from a pretty early age and kept loving it. And then as I like got into middle school, it's like, okay, I like music more, and like just kind of, it was always kind of there. And then I think when I got into late middle school and felt like an invitation to like use music and do music in church, it was like, it gave me like, I had like the sense of purpose and like ownership and like calling and like all that sort of stuff. And so it just like kind of continued to spur this like love for music within me. And so I think like I loved it always. Like I sang in kids choir whenever I was little, but then I started learning guitar whenever I was 8, and I think I started really like chasing music as it pertains to like serving the church. When I was like an early teenager. When I was like, okay, I'm going to do this with my life. I was like 13, 14.
When you decided to go to OBU, college out of high school, was this what you were looking to be? Was just in ministry, worship leader, leading and things of that nature?
Yeah, that was like the dream. That was my goal. Like that's why I went to OBU, started out in the music college, and then ended up being a ministry major instead with like a music minor. And so, that was like basically from like 14, it's like, okay, that's what I want to do. That's what I feel like I'm like meant to do. And so what do I got to do to do that? So, okay, I'm going to go to school here and like learn these things and do this internship and just like kind of keep going. And like, and then like that kind of like ebbed and flowed and evolved over the years, where I think as I got older, then I was like, okay, I think I enjoy songwriting. I have some particular instances of feeling like really encouraged to songwrite and some like affirmation to like pursue it. And I even still like, I don't do it frequently or probably as often as I should or could do it. But I do get to like work at a church now where we do write songs, and so I get to be a part of that. Even if I'm not writing songs every day myself, I get to be a part of our kind of culture and process of doing that. And so it's something I enjoy. I enjoy the process of like, if it's not my own song, I really enjoy like just helping tweak songs and like arrangements and like, well, what if we worded it this way instead, and it colored it this way, and just like that kind of whole process, there's like a lot to it. I just enjoy being a part of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. How'd you end up in Guthrie?
So when my wife and I were moving back to Oklahoma from Arkansas, it was because I got a job at Frontline, where I'm at now. In Frontline in Edmond is the one that I work at. And so we were moving back and looking for a house to live in, and looking for a place. And both my mom and my sister live in Guthrie, and so we're like, well, it'd be really awesome to be close to them. My sister has 2 kids, and so like being near our niece and nephew was really exciting. Well, at the time,
She may have been pregnant.
yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to do some math.
Probably because how long have you been here now?
Just over 2 years.
Oh, okay, sure, it's close.
So I think Remy was probably just born.
Yeah.
So anyway, like wanted to be around them, all that sort of stuff, and so just wanted to be like back around close to family. And so yeah, it's just as we were looking for houses and looking for places, the house we live in now, like we came across it and just really like fell in love with it and liked the area that it's in. And we're like right by the Dominion House, which is pretty cool. It's just like a really pretty sort of like neighborhood, like kind of old. It's like kind of in the older Guthrie area, right? Like more historic area. And so just, like loved the house and loved the area. And so.
And there's trees over there.
Jumped on it. There's trees over there. We're big tree people. Yeah. Lots of trees. You know, it's like, it's a good area. As I have like gotten into running, it's like, okay, it's a fun area to run in.
Yeah.
It's close to Highland Park, so I can like run over to the park. If we're walking our dogs, it's very walkable. Just kind of like, I fell in love with the house and like that space. And so we just jumped on it 2 years ago.
That's good. Man, when you think about giving back to your community, what's some ways that you, anywhere, wherever they're at, we're giving advice to people to give back to their community, what would you suggest?
I think maybe either identify the thing that you love and are passionate about, and then how can you do that for the community that you're in. So you could contextualize that by like, I love music, and now like I get to do the thing that I love in a way that serves a community, you know, by being a part of a church that is for the city. Or even like, I mean, the church that I'm at is not in Guthrie, but even like stuff I've gotten to do like with you and like be a part of at North Church here in Guthrie. It's like, this is something that I'm passionate about, and something that I love. And it's like, I can do this in this community too, you know, and provide a thing and serve the community that way. And so I think either like identifying the thing that you love and how can you spin that to serve the community, or identify the needs, you know, identify the holes, and then like, you know, find out how you could plug into it, whatever that is, you know. So if it's like, you know, a local like food pantry, you know, it's like, okay, well, there's a food pantry in our community and like people need food. It's like, maybe I'll go serve at the food pantry. I think they probably always need people to serve, you know. So I think like, just finding ways to either like meet a need or like share what you have, you know, with the community that you're in. Maybe are 2 things I would think about.
I like it. Last question I'm gonna ask is, you got the sign over there by you. It says "Choose Guthrie." What does it mean to choose your community? Choose Guthrie.
Yeah, I think it's a similar thing. Like, you know, how can you be for the place that you live in? How can you support the people around you and support, like, I think my brain like first goes to like businesses, right? It's like there's local businesses and there's non-local businesses. And so I think like, how can you support the local businesses that are owned and operated by the people that live in the community that you're in, you know, and like supporting them that way. But then I think even more than that, it is like, how do you care for a community? How do you care for the place that you live in? And I think people's answer to that is different, you know. It'll be like dependent upon their own interests or skills or abilities or passions, like how you care for the community that you're in. But I think it's just, I think it's just being present with where you're planted, present with where your feet are, you know, having your eyes open, having your head up to see the people around you. Probably just like a presence. I think it's a presence.
That's good. Bailey, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think this is the longest podcast I've ever done.
Oh, wow. Well, you can cut out as much as you need to.
No, this is good. We can keep going. I'm like, let me find a spot. That man, Bailey has to go hang out with his wife and do all the things. We'll be here all day talking if I just keep going. No.
I can talk a lot more than I think I can. Yeah, but no, it was fun. It's easy to just cut it up. So
yeah,
thanks for having me.
we go full blast, but yeah, we cut it up and do all the things we can. Any final thoughts? Any last? Got any shout outs or anything you wanna?
Man, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. As I was pulling into the parking lot, I was thinking about how like, I've been like super blessed by your friendship, and I'm just like really thankful to know you, and was excited to. I was nervous, but also excited to get to like sit here. And I know like through this podcast, like, you're asking me questions about myself, but I've learned a lot from like just being your friend and hanging out with you and talking about community and leadership and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know. I think you're awesome.
Thank you so much.
I was excited
I appreciate
to hang
it.
out and chat.
Yes, I'm so glad that we got to do this. I've been looking forward to it, and of course we get to do this pretty frequently, as
offline.
much as offline. And so it's always good to be able to just sit down with somebody that you already know, and then just sharing your story with the world as best we can. So thank you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hitting that play button for another episode of the Guthrie America podcast, where we're on a mission to have every story told of the people who do life here and who are from here. The question I love to end with is, will yours be next? Go in. Done.